economics. You have to go, first of all, the vast majority of economics departments in the United States have no person in them who knows of or teaches a course in Marxian economics. Number one, they don't have them at all. Number two, the vast majority subscribe to a basic kind of mainstream economics that's called neoclassical economics, which is the dominant tradition. There is a small dissenting group that are called Keynesian economics because of something that happened in the Great Depression and the new development of a critical perspective that has nothing to do with socialism. There's tremendous fights between the neoclassicals, who are the majority, and the Keynesians, who are minority. One of the very few things the two groups can get together on is excluding Marxists. That's the way the American economic system works. And since it's the economics departments of our universities that train the politicians who deal with economics, the journalists who do economics, and the people in the top reaches of business, you have a solid kind of mask, if you like, of uniformity in which the kinds of things that a Marxist economist talks about are bizarre for them, not because of their complexity or their newness, but because they have no experience whatsoever in dealing with these things. And that has been true for the entirety of my experience in the American academic environment, where I've been a professor all my life. It is a systematic exclusion of the kinds of ideas that I represent that makes students to this day not encounter it, or if they have a lot of fortitude, to have little study groups on the side at their own expense to learn this kind of material, because this country remains afraid of dealing with that kind of thinking and that kind of tradition.
That was a Stratwell
the
record, by the way.
For it is massive.
Okay, thank you,
by
Richard.
4 seconds. By
wait,
3 seconds.
Gene, I'm sorry, hold on.
Because I got 56
does it
twice.
complicate that scenario at all, that we have at least one major candidate for president, Bernie Sanders, who identifies as socialist and has a large turnout? I mean, the idea that socialism is somehow suppressed seems like a reach, to be quite honest.
Bernie Sanders is the first candidate in 75 years not to disown that title as part of the requirement not to commit political suicide.
Get
and
wrecked.
want me,
I
the
immediately
first time in
PM'd him on
2016
Discord as well.
that he dared do it, breaking that taboo.
I need something.